It's safe to say Barbie absolutely had success in the box office this past year, so much so everyone was talking about Ken. Then obviously in the 90s there was a war between Barbie and Cindy. Hey, did we ever think we were going to get a Dreamcast collection? Well, probably not, but here it is. Well, as you'd expect, a Dreamcast collection, especially a Barbie Dreamcast collection, absolutely wouldn't be that without the Aqua song. You know, at the end of the day, you kind of expect that, right? So we've got the standards here, like playlists, aka the soundtracks. We've got credits, which gives you a rundown of exactly what is involved. And also, we've got the movies, which for this one, actually really does make sense. Because it will give an insight into the most recent movie, and many other elements of Barbie.
About becoming human. Greta was the first person and the only person we went to.
So yes, you got Game Gear, we got NES, we got Genesis, we got SNES. It's all here. Now there are varying degrees of good Barbie games. So this is the weird one, because the Game Gear game just feels a little bit, how do I put it, very basic. Plus, you don't really know why you're picking up those stars unless I missed something. It's certainly a weird little Barbie game. Then we've got the Game Boy games, which, I'm not going to lie, I actually did quite enjoy this Barbie game on the Game Boy. Now, the reason for this is the fact that it's essentially a platformer. So you can absolutely see what they were doing here. This is the type of game that a fair amount of people would quite like. It's very basic, but it does what it needs to do. And let's face it, if you're a kid on a long car trip, this absolutely would have made sense. There's actually also a level of kind of complexity here, in the fact that it's not actually that easy. There's big jumps to make, there's enemies. It actually makes sense as a platformer. So really, it's actually quite a good Barbie game. Next up, we are on to the Genesis. Now this game here, the Supermodel game, is essentially the same as the Game Gear game. Although this one does, yes, it does give you a rundown of what the points are for, aka the reason you're actually collecting stars in the first place, but it doesn't make it any better of a game. Yes, you can speed up your car a little if you want, but apart from that, it really doesn't offer a huge amount. Now, bear in mind, I didn't give this game a huge amount of time. You can probably tell why. It's not really the type of game I'd normally play, but I guess if you're a Barbie fan, and let's face it, this was for children back in the day, or maybe adults, who knows? Depends what you're into, really. Then, yeah, I guess it's serviceable. For me, even the NES game is better than the Genesis game. Again, it's a really good little platformer. Which, yes, for an 8-bit system, I actually don't think looks too bad. It looks like Barbie, it's pink, she's got blonde hair. Yeah, again, a nice average platformer, which at the end of the day makes sense to me. Now we've got a Super Nintendo game here, Barbie's Vacation Adventure, which, I have to say, from what I've played, is certainly an interesting one. Graphically, though, I actually think this is probably the best looking of the lot. But, yes, there's some element of horse riding here, which I actually quite enjoyed. Now, I guess, to be fair, there would be different things depending on what state you went to. But yeah, another kind of interesting game to add. Now, bear in mind, there's a few Barbie games out there for the retro systems, and I guess we've got the shining a light here on what's actually out there. Certainly an interesting collection. Let me know what you guys would like to see as a collection. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Is Alex signing out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. As well as that, you can also back the channel on Patreon. QR code is down below. But obviously you can check out this video, you can also check out that video. And on that note, it's Al signing out.